When a country wears a full regalia of Islamizations, the non-Muslim must rise and protest. Nigeria today has approved the acceptance of Islamic certificate to gain admission into the School of Nursing in anywhere in Nigeria. So this simply means that when an Ajia, a girl who went to Ile Arabic school to study and gains maybe whatever first class in Arabic studies, she will apply for medicine in your own territory and they will give it to her, because right now the federal government has approved it. Federal government of Islamic Republic of Nigeria. But before I continue this conversation, yesterday the Sultan has called Very Dark Man out that he has to apologize for condemning him over his statement that social media is the thing that is promoting terrorism in Nigeria. Let us listen to what Sultan's son said to Very Dark Man, and also listen to what actually Very Dark Man said that is causing this hula baloo. And after that, we'll continue the analysis.
My name is Ambassador Abdul Dambature, the president of Northern Nigerian Youth. I want to quickly call the attention of Very Dark Man based on the comment he did against our father, our royal leaders, the Sultan of Sokoto. We want Very Dark Man should quickly withdraw his statement and apologize to the Sultan of Sokoto. And we, the Northern Nigerian, we are giving Very Dark Man 48 hours for him to do that.
Sultan is a terrorist organization. What they do, put somebody in his comfort room and formulate stories, and you will swear that it's true. So, social media is a terrorist organization that we must deal with.
He has started a campaign against social media. That's just the start of a campaign against social media. If you remember, they are already pushing for a bill that was led by Ned Nwoko. I saw it online. Led by Ned Nwoko, that social media should be regulated. So now this man don't join in voice as the Sultan of Sokoto. They are slowly strengthening it. So they are moving towards regulating social media. Now, sir, I want to understand that because of your reason you gave, that somebody can just sit down inside his house and make a publication, a false publication, and then that is injurious. Yes, you are right on that part. A lot of people take advantage of social media. But if that is your reason for calling social media a terrorist organization, then I would say you are emotional. You know, I would just say Nigerians should not be angry because our father just spoke out of emotions. Maybe somebody somewhere made a publication about him or some of his friends that he knows maybe it is not true. So it got him in the mood to say, okay, you know what? Social media is a terrorist group. But it is offensive to us that use social media to do good, that use social media to fight for the right of others, that use social media to fight for victim of scam, victim of fraud, to help communities that don't have water get water, to support a lot of youths that are victim of the bad economy of this country.
Now, welcome back. You must understand that this is pure fascism that is going on. Are you with me? Pure fascism. When you talk, they clamp you down, they silence your voice. And if they see that your voice is becoming too loud, they cut your head off. Very Dark Man, who is one of the loudest voice for the Nigerian youth, whom we have seen call out the bad behaviors of the Nigerian government, and the Nigerian government has been yielding to. Because yesterday, Very Dark Man said that how would the Sultan of Sokoto come out and say that it is YouTube, it is Facebook, it is social media that is terrorism, not the Fulani elders? That who does that? We actually need to check something. You know, so this issue of the Sultan messianing and nobody can come out and call him to order that, Oga, this is not 1804 when the Fulani jihadism started. All right, you have to understand that when you talk in Nigeria, you talk with sense. There are some people that they are not under your jurisdiction. There are some people in Nigeria that do not even give a damn who you are because they are not Muslims. They are non-Christians either. They just want to do their thing. And if you Messiah, they have the right to speak because Nigeria is deemed or seen to practice democracy. But what we have here is fascism. A young guy has come out to threaten very dark man that we give you 48 hours. And then idea in why you go give very dark man 48 hours? Just give him 6 hours. Give him 12 hours. An issue ultimatum. A very useless youth leader calling himself, I am the youth leader of Arewa, Northern Arewa youth. You have never come out to give your state governors ultimatum that the out of school children that is above 5 million in the youth, we give you ultimatum of 6 months or 1 year. Find a solution to them. A very useless person that the only time it becomes relevant is when there are conversations that has to do with religion. A young guy, a very young boy, just look at him, shamelessly took to the social media. Why didn't you go to the traditional media? Your Sultan is saying that it is social media that is the issue, it is social media that is the terrorism. Oh, because the world is now seeing you guys for who you are. Look at the materials I have on my screen. The materials there in the past, it has said that anybody that is fighting the Fulani bandits, who is fighting the Fulanis, is fighting Allah. Reportedly said by the Sultan, as you can see in that article. In the past, we have seen so many people that said that Fulani bandits are revolutionaries fighting for good governance. Also, we have seen in so many ways whereby the office of the Sultan has not commonly come out to condemn the bandits in the past. So we have every right. Because today you feel the social media is democratizing information. Now people can easily come online and distill what the traditional media says. They filter the nonsense because a person like Tribune, the Nation, that is owned by the president, can come out and lie. There's nothing going on in Nigeria. But yesterday, we saw that over 500 to 800 Fulani bandits drove with their bikes into a community called Ukom, UKUM in Benue State, aligning their cows. That cow, the convoy of that cow is as long as 1,500 cows. It's someone's community, and they were being followed, right, accompanied by bandits that were holding guns. This is what social media does, because people immediately, when they see an information, they spread it. It's just at the fingertips. It's just at the tips of your finger. Carry your phone. When you see something that is troubling, immediately you take it, you upload it to any of the social media platforms, and immediately it goes globally. This thing is now a threat to the supreme leaders of these bandits, to these supreme leaders of whatever agenda the Fulanis have. Because why have you thought it that social media is the terrorism that the federal government must clamp down? I remember when Buhari clamped down on Twitter and other social media, we never saw the Sultan to come out. Why would you do this? Why would you do this? The social media that the Christian Association of Nigeria, so many churches are using to spread the gospel, instead of the Christians to come out and also speak against it. That why would the Sultan say that social media is what is pushing terrorism? Why would the instead of the Christians to come out and say this, those pastors, those ones, those cowards? It is when the government now ban it, they now be saying, yeah. Do you know how many churches that have gained so many audience? Even some mosques are now using TikTok. But again, a leader in one palace thinks we are in 1804, that social media is what is pushing terrorism. Now, let me go back to the issue of Nigeria has now fully won the regalia of Islamization. Well, as you can see on my screen, you can see that it has just been recently approved that every nursing institution in Nigeria should accept the Arabic certificate. So if I had gone to just to gain my own basic education, and then I said, okay, instead of me to go to nursing school, why not let me go and study Bible studies? But in this case, it's not the Bible studies; it is the Arabic studies. Now, let me tell you what they did. They said Nigerian Nursing Council direct institutions to accept Arabic Islamic certificate as Waec NECO for admission into nursing school. Acceptance of senior Arabic and Islamic secondary school certificate for admission into nursing programs. The Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria wishes to inform you all on the continued acceptance of the senior Arabic and Islamic secondary school certificate examination for admission purposes. The council reiterates that Size 6 is a recognized and acceptable qualification for admission into nursing programs any Gandemware in Nigeria, alongside other recognized secondary school certificates such as the FSCE and conducted by Waec and NECO. West African Examination Council is now at par with the seniors and Arabic Islamic study in Nigeria. Show me a country that is on the path of Islamization if it's not Nigeria. Serious issue, serious fire on the mountain. But our Christian association are there chasing after tithes and offering. They are there quiet. Show me a country that is on the path of Islamization, whereby they are not telling you that Waec does not matter. A course that is as important as nursing, that takes care of people's life. Do you know who a nurse is in every community? So you don't have to have Waec and NECO, which simply means is you don't have to go through the secondary school process. Therefore, all the Alimanjiri students, either male or female, can now use their Islamic Arabic certificate. When they go to the Lake and go and get that for 2 years or 3 years, they can just cram the Quran, cram it off, write it on a board, soak it, wash it, and drink it off. Oh yes, you are a qualified certificate holder that can study nurse, go into the nursing school, and then you can understand what the future looks like in Nigeria. This is so, I am not scared because we have been shouting this. But what scares me and what worries me is, why are the others, the likes of Adeboye, the likes of Oyedepo, the Catholic congregation, why are they suddenly quiet? Tell me, why are they quiet? Is this not just crazy? Is this not as a madness to you? In a country that we say that everybody must work on equity, fairness, and justice. In a country that we said that we will have a defined educational structure. But then somehow, some people are giving preferential treatment. So it simply means that if my son, whom I feel, if I say your own head, no one collect Waec. Oh yeah, come and go to Arabic school. Immediately, just go and become a nurse. You can use them. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine? And before from nursing, they will graduate. That means a nurse can now have, when you go to the nursing, you from there you might want to like, okay, let me divert into medicine and surgery. After going to your nursing school, you gain the degree, then you might apply for a direct entry into a university. But you can see that the foundation where that nurse is built upon is Islamic studies. What do you think is going to happen? God Almighty, how did I find myself in this contraption? Chineke na. How did I get planted in this contraption where there is no direction, where there is no motivation that you can see yourself as a countryman? How did I see myself in this plantation of zoo? Hey! Chineke na God. A country that we said that we want to be a developed nation. But all of a sudden, they are saying that it is a senior Arabic. Hey God, hey God, hey God. I don't know what to do. Let's listen to Very Dark Man. I don't tire. If I tell you say this, you not tell me. Let's listen to Very Dark Man.
Immediately I watched the publication, in my head I'm like, wait a minute. Now me say our forefathers, they really suffer. Because a lot of people don't benefit from this social media. Like I said, there are a lot of disadvantage of it too. But the disadvantage can never outweigh the advantage. Because the advantage of social media is 92 to 8%. 92 to 8%. Now, to the Sultan of Sokoto, I respect you very much and I will never disrespect you. Because you are a first-class king in Nigeria, very influential, and your word holds a lot of strength and a lot of water. Thank God, God's so kind that you see a lot of things that go on social media. So I'll just call your attention to some, in case you are not seeing them, so that you can look them up. So I'm glad you have a phone. Sir, please, can you call the federal government, can you call their attention to what is happening in Jos Plateau State? On the 13th of April, Palm Sunday, on the 13th morning, on Sunday, a community in Plateau State was attacked. And that day, that Sunday, it claimed the lives of over 70 people. Before that day, Bokos community in Jos was also attacked. Up till today, justice have not been served. And as we are speaking now, I am pretty certain that they are still planning on attacking Jos. Like I said in my previous video, Jos is one of the most attacked states in Nigeria. It's one of the states that suffered insecurity more than any state in Nigeria. Jos and Benue State. Again, while we are still talking about Jos, another attack happened in Benue State. So, sir, you can use your influence to call on the attention of the federal government to do something about the security of people. Please, sir. This same place you are calling a terrorist organization or saying that it's a terrorist app or anything, it's the same people that are using. That's how we cry to you. Because how do we assess the government? The government don't listen to us. Now the same social media now where you call terrorist organization. Now so I take note saying Nigerians are being trafficked to Ivory Coast. Which we are trying. It is the same social media that Alan Oyema, the owner of APs, saw it that Nigerians are being there are Nigerians stranded in Ivory Coast as a result of trafficking. That Alan Oyema said, I will drop my plane for you people to go and bring the girls. Without social media, how will Alan Oyema see these things? With the same social media, I have rescued some girls. I cannot begin to list what I have done with social media in the past 2 years that I've been present on this media. I cannot even begin to list it. That is from me. There are still other creators, there are still other influencers that have been doing amazingly well. I want to believe that as the Sultan of Sokoto, you are still even learning. And you learn online. Without social media, you cannot do your PhDs, you cannot do your masters. Because, my father, you are very educated. See the way you speak. Intellectually sound. So you do online classes that I'm pretty sure of. Or maybe you have done it in the time past. So without social media, how does this thing? A lot of information that is being passed. Like now, one of the Waec Tinubu say they do, where I don't even believe whether they do them true or false. This one where they talk say student loan. A lot of information. People don't watch TV anymore. People don't read newspapers anymore. It's only social media. So you cannot come out and say social media is a terrorist organization. It is very offensive to people like us that use social media to do good. So please, sir, use your office since you watch the media to call on the attention of the federal government about this injustice. See, Enugu women are still crying up to tomorrow. These herdsmen, they buy them for bush. Bayelsa, they are still crying tomorrow. Edo State, we are still crying to tomorrow. Borno, Meduguri has suffered a lot till tomorrow. Without social media, how do we do all these things? So now, with this viewpoint of mine, I believe I'm able to convince and not confuse you that social media is not a terrorist organization and can never be a terrorist organization, because the advantage of social media outweighs the disadvantage of social media in existence. Thank you very much, my lord. God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Peace and love, and don't play. You first class king, you cannot learn. Respect, my lord. Thank you, my father. Please, sir. Social media is not a terrorist organization. Thank you, sir.